Now 7 o'clock. Requirements of the Sunshine Law have been met. This meeting was advertised in the Burlington County Times, and electronic notice was given to the NJAC 5:39-1.5. We will now start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll now have a moment of silence. Roll call.
Committeewoman Dr. Caldwell.
Here.
Committeewoman Ms. Maddox Cantine.
Present.
Committeeman Mr. Carr.
Here.
Committeewoman Ms. Mungo.
Here.
Mayor Henley.
Present.
All members are present. They have a quorum. Also present, Township Solicitor, the Township Clerk, Township Administrator, Deputy Administrator, the Fire EMS Chief, Ray from Public Works, and Captain Beery.
All right, let's go. Discussion. Proposed amendments to Chapter 99 of the Code of West Hampton, Building Construction. Introduce my friend and a friend to you all, Mr. Jim Breed.
So in the packet, for committee members, we have some documents that pertain to this particular discussion item, and that is some changes that we are proposing to make to Chapter 99, many of which are amending fees, either raising or lowering, changing some ways that we account for fees or calculate fees, and then the introduction for the first time of a mechanical portion of the code. So this is at the recommendation of our construction official, which is Mike Lumen. Mike is here tonight in case there are any questions. He put together a brief explanation of the changes that are proposed in the draft ordinance, and then also we put together showing the strike-throughs and changes that we are proposing in the actual ordinance document. So, again, those who have probably heard about Mike is a very experienced construction official with decades of experience. We were fortunate enough to have the opportunity to bring him on board. I think you know by now that he has done a phenomenal job, has turned the office basically a light. I mean, it's just a completely different office now. Everything from organization to interaction with our customers to proper fee schedule or proper fee determining. We've had the opportunity to also bring in a new technical assistant to the construction official. The two of them work very well together. So I just want to take the opportunity to kind of give Mike some of the credit that he sort of deserves. But that's one of our requirements. That a year ago we weren't quite sure how things were going, and now we're extremely happy. Mike deserves all the credit. So I'm not sure if you've had the opportunity to review the materials that we presented. If there's any questions that anyone has, Mike could give a quick overview of it if that's helpful. Maybe some of the rationale as to why we're doing this, why we're doing it now, and maybe a little bit about what, especially with mechanical, that's going to be able to give us the opportunity to open up to do a little bit of other type of work as well. So is that something that you would want to hear, or are there questions, direct questions that we need to know?
I don't have anything. You guys have anything?
I don't.
I do. After you.
I would, Mr. Lumen, is it prohibitive to, in previous fee amendments we've done in the past, we've worked in a discount for our veteran homeowners? Would it be prohibitive to work something like that in for these construction fees?
No, it's certainly something that's admissible. According to PCA standards, it's something that, obviously the construction and council from you guys all, and then proceed with that. So
We all know you've done a great job this past year, doing that 180 and turning it up almost 80%.
I got to say something.
I have to stop talking now, but you did a great job.
Still, I was let you go first. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're proud, I'm proud that you're here, and you've done so well, so thank you so much, sir.
Mike, can I ask you a question or two? Yes, sir. Aside from the Chapter 99, because you're not really here a lot of times, that's not a thing, but you know what I mean? But, so you don't get to hear, like, some of the things we say, so just want to put on the record some of your comments, like, we did have to get a new technical assistant, right? And you train a technical assistant? How are they doing since you trained them?
Fantastic. Honestly, in the other towns I've worked in, and the towns I do work in as well, my TAs are always solid, always good, but I can't say I've had any experience with anybody picking it up so quickly. And Sherman Stevens,
We can't know names, we can't do names. We didn't Oprah. We're not Oprah.
is doing a phenomenal job with not just how much she's picked up the software and the technical portion of it, and understanding how things should be priced, what things we're looking for with additional information, but she's been outstanding above and beyond with how she dealt with the public and public relations, and that's just, I'm a firm believer that even though it's a necessary evil or whatever you want to call it, it's still a public service that we're providing. People are paying for the service, and it should be treated as such, and it should be treated as customers as well as residents, and she's done a phenomenal job.
I got one other question for you. First, I got to talk to Ms. White. Has this person been so phenomenal that now she works at East Hampton as well?
She does. She does the same thing for us that she handles for Michael over here, and I can attest and say that my residents are extremely happy with the customer service that she provides. She goes above and beyond. She's detailed, she loves to read things, and reading is the very best part of that job, because you have to read all of the documents. So she's great.
Thank you. Last question for you. Since you've taken over approximately, right? And I'm asking these things to put on the record, approximately. How much in fees have you regained for the township that our residents want to make sure that we're getting everything, but we don't really want to cost the residents? Like, these are outside fees from vendors that weren't collected. How much did you collect since you've been here, approximately?
Well, I can give you the numbers as, I gave you the reports for the year where our numbers were. Without wage fees, we were approximately $1.2 million. The previous set, people that were here before me, I'll just say, the way that things were being priced, things not being in line or being done correctly, what the result in half of that. So I can't give you exact numbers without having to go back and go through.
1.2 million feels good. It feels good.
I think you're pretty aware, how things work out. And we've righted that ship. We fixed how we deal with the residents and contractors alike. Holding them to accountability is another big portion, because that also protects our residents, which is something that we're very interested in as well.
Thank you, Mike.
Safety and business of the welfare of the community. So.
Appreciate your help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Approval of minutes. January 6, 2026, reorganization meeting minutes. Do I have a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Cantine?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo? Yes. Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
January 20th, 2026, regular session. Do we have a motion?
I motion.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Cantine?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
January 20th, 2026, closed session.
Motion?
I jumped the gun.
Second?
Any discussion? I typically like to ask for the motion. Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Cantine?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
We now open the meeting for public comments on agenda items only. Please remember to state your name and address for the record. With no questions, we now close for public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. Resolution 31-26, payment of vouchers. This resolution approves the payment of bills through 2/3/2026. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to pay the bills.
Second, Caldwell.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Abstain.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
4 yes, 1 abstention, motion passes.
32-26, resolution authorizing the contract with the Burlington County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund retrospective program. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion for 3226.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
33-26, resolution approving the shared service agreement of fire prevention and resale inspection services with the East Hampton Township. Do you have a motion?
Motion for 3326.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
34-26, resolution approving shared service agreement renewal for tax collection services. Do you have a motion?
I make a motion, Caldwell. Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
35-26, resolution approving SRO agreement with the West Hampton School District. Do you have a motion?
Make a motion. 3526. Second, Caldwell.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
36-26, resolution approving an employment contract between the Township of West Hampton and the Fire EMS Chief. Motion?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
37-26, resolution imposing a tax lien for property at 36 Lancaster Drive. Do you have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
38-26, resolution referring amendments to the township zoning ordinance for the consistency with the master plan. Do you have a motion?
I make a motion for 3826.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
39-26, resolution extending designation as redeveloper and approving amendment to redevelopment agreement with West Hampton Realty Urban Renewal LLC and authorizing execution of the same. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Ms. Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
We will now open the meeting for public comment. Please remember to state your name and address for the record.
Gary Rivera, 138 Winstead. Hi, everybody. Couple of comments. Regarding, does anyone know, do we have a memo on file from the USPS with regards to accessing the cluster boxes in the neighborhoods for delivery of mail? The reason why this has come up is because in my development in Rolling Hills East, apparently the Postal Service has not been delivering mail to the cluster boxes. When residents did contact the mail delivery or the carrier, the response was, well, it's not safe for them to access the cluster box to deliver the mail, and therefore they had to go to, I think it used to be Mount Holly, but now it's Mount Laurel, where you have to pick up your mail. In any event, some of us citizens are trying to dig that out, but I tell you, it's bad, right? I mean, it's pyramid-shaped size snow out there, and the ice is really compacted. So I don't know what the regulations are from USPS, like when they will simply just not access the cluster box. Like, can we get away with a 12-inch pathway to dig it out for them, or what do we have to do? And then number two, if Public Works can help out a little bit, that'll just put a lot of people at ease, knowing that they'll be able to get to their mail for medicine and things like that. So just wanted to bring that up to your attention. The second thing is, I didn't know that this was an issue, but apparently New Jersey, Governor Murphy, I guess before he left office, he signed into law about the e-bike registration. Do you guys familiar with this?
Yeah.
Is this a big thing?
Yeah.
You got to have license and insurance and registration, and apparently it's going to be, rigorously enforced. I don't know, what's the police department plan on that? Is there going to be an educational campaign before it really kicks in the summertime? So maybe they can share that with us. Just bringing that up, because it's something I wasn't really aware of. And then it's interesting to hear from the construction official. Sounds like good work is going on there. One issue, though, that I did actually correspond with Sherrod about was, when I come across violations of the New Jersey Home Improvement Contractors Act, I did share with Sherrod what I believe to be evidence of such a violation of the act. And as we know, that is a penalty or a violation or a fourth-degree felony. So that becomes criminal, and it should be investigated. So I don't know how much the construction official gets involved in sort of like ascertaining that and helping or assisting the police department. But I'm no expert in the law, but I can read the law, I see it, and I see violations almost routinely. I don't write the law. The legislature did. It is the law in the state. So maybe we can have, a little more enforcement on that. That's just the suggestion I have for you.
Thank you.
And then last is this Colorado case. I don't know if, Bob, did you see this back on December 22nd, 2025? People v. Michelle. The site is 225CO64. So this was interesting. I know it's Colorado, but what happened there was that some municipalities tried to, they passed ordinances where they had a punitive element that actually was greater than the state statute that was corresponding. So in other words, they had a punishment element that was far exceeding what the state would impose if you were found guilty. And so naturally somebody litigated that, and eventually what happened there was that the Colorado Supreme Court, they struck that down. They said the municipalities cannot impose laws that are greater than what the state would impose. So now every jurisdiction in Colorado is scrambling to rewrite their ordinances to make sure it's in compliance with that Supreme Court decision. I'm not saying that's happening here in New Jersey, but I know that Kim says she's working on a project to redo all the ordinances, right? So maybe this could be a nice project in the summertime for an intern or a law clerk at your firm to kind of scrub through our ordinances just to see what would be potentially in conflict. We may never have to amend it because it may never come up as an issue here, but I could see somebody litigating that, So, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You almost got closed out on, Mr. Pikes.
Tried to watch the finish of evening news, and
That almost cost you. That almost cost you. Let's go.
sometimes they put public comment at the end, and you're there till 10 o'clock, but thank you for being so quick. I'm here to ask your favor. I'm Kent Pipes from 35 Mount Laurel Road in Hainesport. I run a business that's based in West Hampton, 1841 Burlington Mount Holly Road. It's a social service agency. It's a housing development company. It's a real estate brokerage, and a combination of other things. We were participating for the last 2 years in a New Jersey Housing and Mortgage Finance Agency program called the Foreclosure Intervention Program, which used federal money to provide funding for nonprofit groups like ours who had a demonstrated history of buying, renovating, and selling properties in the open market. You couldn't just go in and participate if you were an everyday common social service or nonprofit. You had to have a track record, and we were approved right away. We've done 9 properties so far, and unbeknownst to us, we bought a foreclosure in Spring Meadows at 43 Sharpwest Drive. When you buy a foreclosed property, you're supposed to go through the same procedures that everybody else does. Any deed restricted property must be gone through the Housing and Mortgage Finance Agency in order to qualify the buyer and/or the tenant if it's a rental property. The bank did not do that. We renovated the property, and after 6 months of marketing, found a qualified buyer who earns about $115,000. And when the title work came in, we found a deed restriction that limited it to affordable housing until July 5th, 2026. We were supposed to close a week from tomorrow on the 13th. Title company advised him that he would not have clear title when we passed the deed. His mother is an attorney. She gave me 2 letters now asking to cancel the contract. I've asked a number of people if the township had the authority to lift the restriction, because the law gives you the ability to bind it for another 30 years before it expires. So I think it's a reasonable request to ask you within 5 months of it expiring anyway, to do what you can to lift the restriction so we can sell it with a clear title. No attorney has given me an absolute yes or an absolute no, but if you can salvage this deal, I have a buyer who's really willing and able, and by the end of this week, I probably will lose the deal and have to market it again, and then hold it vacant for another 5 months. That's the letter of the law, but it's stupid to bind the property for 5 months when it's going to expire anyway. We'll hold it. What good does that do? Doesn't serve anybody's purpose. But the law is the law unless there's a little phrase in the law that says under certain conditions, and I'm hopeful that your attorney can advise you whether those conditions would apply to your willingness to be able to lift that restriction. But in the end, if they can't, I'm simply asking you not to put a deed restriction on it for another 30 years, because I have federal money involved now, and I'm in a bind, and the New Jersey Housing and Mortgage Finance Agency expects me to sell it to a qualified buyer who will be a homeowner. And the taxes will be increased because it will not be an affordable unit anymore. And as you know, I'm developing affordable housing in your town like every other town, so I will be able to replace it. And going forward, you won't lose one of your credits. So it's one of these mix-mash deals that the state did in its wisdom 35 years ago, passing the affordable housing law. But sometimes the good intent goes awry when the markets change. It's hard to do business in today's world. And this foreclosure intervention program is a wonderful program. And if you can do anything to help me, I'd appreciate it. You have any questions?
Does your buyer sign some kind of agreement that they have to live at this property for a certain amount of time to be part of your program?
No. After the purchase of the property, there are no restrictions at all from the HMFA. It's not deed restricted in any way. The only restriction is there from 1990 for 1996, I guess, for 30 years.
Are the other homes in that area affordable housing homes?
There are a lot of infill affordable units in that development, but since the seller did not disclose that it was a deed restricted property, they broke the law, but I inherited it. Okay? And I'm bound by not being able to sell it without violating the law as well, unless I comply with the restrictions.
So when the seller sold you the property, right, was a title done on the property then when it was sold?
I've been in this business for 30 years. The last line of the title report. But it shouldn't ever have been put up for sale because the seller, the bank that foreclosed, had to go through the same law of notifying the HMFA and being approved in terms of putting the property for sale and having the buyer approved by the HMFA Housing Affordability Service as well. It's a complicated business, but I don't want to spend money suing them. It's only 5 months, and the cost of owning it for 5 months is probably less than the attorney's fees. So I got to sit there and hold it. But I'd rather see the homeowner in it and taking care of it and participating in the community as a new middle-income buyer. He's not a low-income tenant or buyer. He's a working man with a good income, and he'd love to be able to take title, but I'm stuck.
Question.
So if you can help me, I'd appreciate it.
I was a solution guy, we sat on the panel together, so if you have affordable housing units in West Hampton, right?
If I do,
You
what again?
currently have affordable housing units in West Hampton.
I do already have affordable housing in West Hampton. We own like 5 properties, and we have 5 units above our office building. So you have maybe 10 units of affordable housing that we've helped you in your state obligation.
Do those properties have someone that can move in, or can you rent it as an affordable, like you're doing one of the other things? Like to bridge it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for a solution.
Unfortunately, the HMFA funding does not allow me to rent it. It's a homeowner program. So sometimes a good deed goes punished anyway,
No good deed goes unpunished, they say.
Well, some good deeds go unpunished, but not all of them.
You say
You're getting elected wasn't punishment, that was a good deed, so.
What'd you say?
You're getting elected was a good deed, so that didn't go unpunished.
Oh, it's been punished.
I know how to kiss
Don't say
that,
that. It has been punished. Punishment has been served. But, all right.
So if your attorney can help you out, I have a time limit, I'd like to see action soon. But if you just give me a pledge that you wouldn't put another 30 years restriction on it, I would be thrilled if I can't work the other problems out.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I remember. You live next door to,
Yes, Harper.
yeah.
So I told you guys, I came in January, I didn't realize you guys moved it up to 6 o'clock. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
quotes, for,
That's reordered.
for the leaf truck, not leaf truck, there's one for leaf truck, but the claw truck to pick the brush up. That way we can maybe see about getting rid of the trailers, one of the machines to, make it safer, you only need one guy to do it, so.
Excuse me for interrupting, but can you state your name and...
Cliff Allison,
And address.
680 Wood Lane Road.
Thank you, sir.
And, so the main thing was about the claw truck, that way even in December, November, when we're picking the leaves up, it would take one day to have a guy go out and pick the brush up, maybe a couple days. Instead of, having nobody out there picking the brush up, during those months. I know it's leaf season. But the thing was, I got the quotes, I didn't realize that, ladder, and of course, they left. We just spent over $2 million for a ladder truck. We just picked up one that we had refurbed for $800,000. I didn't realize they were up that high. This call truck only cost $220,000. Still a lot of money, but I'm sure this would save the township a lot of headaches, and people from, calling up complaining their stuff's not getting picked up or in the amount of time. So I just wanted to leave this with you guys, I guess.
Thank you.
You're out there. All right?
Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Allison.
And you guys did find a new, supervisor for Public Works? Not yet? All right. Well, have a good evening.
You as well, sir. With no other questions, we, I move to close public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
Dates to remember, next Township Committee meeting is February 17th at 7 p.m. And Development Board meeting is February 4th at 7 p.m. Historic Commission is February 25th at 7 p.m. Recreation Committee meeting is February 11th at 7 p.m. Township and Chase Money Skills hosting Small Business 101 workshop at the Municipal Building, West Hampton, February 11th, 6:30 to 7:30. Committee liaison reports and comments.
Good evening, West Hampton Township. I just have a couple of liaison reports for this evening. The first, I just start with an update or point of clarification from the last meeting. Mayor had asked me if the senior bingo events for April and October are open to all or just West Hampton residents. So I did do a little bit of research, and it is a West Hampton Township resident exclusive, which will be advertised on the flyer, the same as it customarily has been done in the past. So just wanted to clarify that. And the tentative dates are April 25th and October 3rd. If everyone wants to save the date, I think it'll be a nice event for our seniors. School boards update. Just a reminder that at the next meeting on February 17th at 7, we will have our Black History Month essay contest for our middle school students. We'll be recognizing 3 of them, so please come out, listen to them, read their essays, also with the support of their families and their principal. And again, that's February 17th, our next meeting at 7 o'clock. I also just wanted to say that I was really glad to see all of the shared services agreements get approved tonight on our agenda. I think that in this economy, it's important for our local governments to help each other out, stick together, also to reduce costs without sacrificing services. That's all my comments. Thank you.
I don't have any comments for tonight.
Good evening, and thank you all for your attendance. And thank each and every one who serves the residents of this great town. It is so important that we continue to work in the interest of making sure that West Hampton is a desired destination for Burlington County. I'd like to acknowledge Black History Month and Dr. Caldwell and committee. I'm looking forward to the essays, our next meeting. I just want to highlight the fact that I did attend the January 28th Board of Commissioners County of Burlington meeting. The last meeting that they held, there was a lot of great information during that particular meeting, and some really good resolutions that will benefit us in this particular town. The Recreation Committee continues to do a marvelous job. When you look at the indoor soccer, still going strong, volleyball, basketball, a number of events that we're doing, and kudos to that particular committee. As far as the Timbuktu Advisory Committee, we're planning some really good things coming up for this year, so stay on the lookout for that. And I attended the Mount Holly Fire and Ice this past Saturday. It was cold. This is the first year I attended in a long time where the statues did not melt. Some of them are probably still there. Great event, so a lot of West Hampton Township individuals participating, so that was wonderful. Thank you all for your attendance, and looking forward to a good month.
Thank you.
Tag, go ahead.
I did see some posts on Facebook today about USPS not delivering to Rolling Hills. If Public Works could look into that, that'd be awesome. If they could lend a hand on clearing out the box.
Yeah, I have 2 crews out right now. We just finished up West Hampton Woods, and we're moving to the west side.
Oh, wow. Thanks for being on top of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So much. I guess I need to go back to school with Mr. Luneman. I guess the only crime I'm aware of as far as the construction HIC Act was not getting a contract signed. But it's more than that, okay. Okay. But I'm guessing that's referred by you or by the homeowner?
Well, it depends.
Okay.
So it's a contract between the homeowner and the contractor. That's a civil matter. People get involved in that. However, there are certain things that are violations that fall in my purview, and some become criminal, the falsification, documentation, that sort of thing, that is into this.
Understood. Well, I know with you at the helm, that's not going to just go away anyway, so thank you, though. And then, I'm not against Mr. Pipe's proposition. However, I'm aware of quite a mountain to hurdle when it comes to getting rid of a covenant on a property, but we'll talk to Bob about it. But it shows you my position on extending it for 30 more years. So that's all I have. Thank you for coming, everybody.
Thank you for coming out. I appreciate all department heads and feedback we've gotten from everyone. We have an engagement here of good employment, what I would say. That's a nice little turnaround. There was a little bit of a bridge from people, retiring to being at this point. And sometimes the people who are here don't always get a fair shake. They've earned their fair shake, right, by outworking people or working hard. And, I'll give an example. Lakeisha Hodges is here. She sits in the front. This isn't the first meeting she's been at. So I would challenge anyone from the past to say, when they talk about what work gets done here now versus what work was done in the past, how many times have they been seen at meetings when they don't have to be, right? So I think that gives anybody, if you have any questions, a little bit of a detail of how dedicated the people are who work here right now to helping residents and learning a little bit more about what you're looking at. It made me nervous. Learning a little bit more about our municipality, our town, how's it work, and how to forward themselves with us. So, with that being said, we have a motion. Oh, wait a minute. Executive session, resolution number 40-26, resolution authorizing the township committee and support staff to meet in private session and authorizing an exclusion of the public from that portion of the meeting dealing with specific issues requiring non-public discussion, attorney-client privilege litigation. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell.
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Cantine.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Ms. Longo.
Yes.
Mayor Henry.
Yes.
5 yes, the motion passes.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Aye.